So I'm always on the lookout for accessories for my board that can enhance my riding experience, and I've come across a product that will revolutionize the ride of any Evolve GTR user. Enter the Chi Battery Systems Evolve Fast Charger. Let's get it. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Amma and I'm an e-skate rider and content creator based in the UK. My goal for this channel is to be a resource for electric skateboarders through high quality reviews, tutorials and ride videos. So if any of that is of interest to you, I'd love to invite you to subscribe and join the eSkater crew. It really goes a long way to supporting the channel and it makes sure that you never miss out. In this video, we're reviewing the new Evolve Fast Charger by Chi Battery Systems, which cuts the charging time for the Evolve GTRs in half. I'll be trying to review the charger somewhat extensively despite only owning it for a few weeks and explaining why it's a purchase you definitely should consider making. As usual, timestamps in the video description and in the pinned comments, so do feel free to skip around the video if you feel like it, but now let's just dive straight into it. Now, I've waited really anxiously to unbox this charger, so we may as well do it together. Let's dive in. So, I'll let you have a look in the box before I do. Packing foam. And yeah, classic box in a box with what looks like some stickers, but let's get to that in a second. And a shirt. Cool. So, Chi Battery Systems merch. Now this looks to be really thick and high quality, which is really awesome. And it's in 2XL, so it's perfect, my size. That looks like a phone pop socket with the Chi Battery Systems logo on it. Pretty cool. So a few Chi Battery Systems stickers if you're into that kind of stuff, long ones and also smaller ones I guess that you can put onto your helmet. You can definitely think of some places to put these stickers. I'm all about my stickers. So now for the charger itself. Again, you can have a look before I do. Really well packaged, by the way. Okay. Much more of a hefty looking charger compared to the Evolve one. It's more like something you'd expect to come with a LaCroix board or something. Super cool to see. So you also get your manual and you get two what look like, I'm not an electrician, but they look like fuses to me. And yeah, then you get your power adapter of course, and that's a USA plug, so I'll have to get my own adapter I think. So guys, it's been about 2 weeks and I've been testing out this charger extensively so that I can get an accurate representation of what it's like as a GTR accessory and share my insight with you. I'm happy to report that it's really impressed me. So first off, I've been wanting a charger like this for more than a year. In January 2020, I put up a poll in the Evolve Skateboard Owners Group asking if riders would be interested in a real GTR Fast Charger. And out of around around 100 votes, 70% said that they'd be interested. And since then, I've been trawling the web to see if anyone makes such a charger. And fast forward to my 5,500 kilometer GTR review, I said in my criticism section that I wished Evolve made a fast charger for their GTR, as indeed they did with their GT series. Chi Battery Systems noticed this point in my review and reached out and sent me their charger that they've been working on for a while. I'm of course very thankful to them for sending out this charger for free, but you can still expect this to be a totally unbiased review. By the way, a quick word on this brand. Chi Battery Systems is a personal electric vehicle battery manufacturer based in Chicago, US, and they provide high quality battery upgrades and fast chargers for electric skateboards like boosted boards and lacrosse boards, and also one wheels and electric bikes. Let's first of all remind ourselves that the stock charger, which ships with the GTR, takes between 4 and 5 hours to complete a full charge. In my testing, the Chi Fast Charger slices that time in half, and you can expect a full charge in about 2.5 hours. It took the charger 1 hour to charge my board from 0 to 52%, and needless to say, that really excites me. The Chi charger will charge your GTR at 6 amps versus the stock 4 amps, and with the flick of a switch on the charger, you can change it from 100 volts to 220 volts, allowing it to work globally. It also features a ground pin for safety, and it will function to balance your GTR battery whilst charging. Next, let's talk noise. Now, while the stock charger charges your board silently, naturally with it being a highly capable quick charger, the Chi charger uses a cooling fan inside, which produces a light humming sound whilst charging. In my testing, this hum is consistent in loudness throughout the duration of the charge. And whilst I wouldn't by any means call it annoying, it is definitely noticeable and something worth bringing your attention to. I'm not sure about the accuracy of this, but I actually tested the decibel count of the charger whilst I was using it using an app on my iPad, and the reading shown was 53 decibels. It's not something which bothers me at all, and after a while you kind of forget about the noise anyway. For good measure, here's what it sounds like from a few centimeters away from my microphone. A hidden benefit of the cooling fan is that you know exactly when the board's done charging, because the charger will go silent. In terms of the size, the Chi Fast Charger feels about the same size as the Evolve stock charger, if a little bit taller, but I'll throw the dimensions on the screen for you. What's crazy about the weight of this charger is that despite its superiority to the stock charger, it weighs less. And being lightweight is a really useful feature considering this is the charger you'll be carrying in your bag or on your board for group rides. So this isn't necessarily going to be the charger to replace your stock GTR charger, but rather I think it will complement it. I say that because, as we'll discuss in more detail later, using a fast charger does deplete your battery longevity slightly more than a stock charger. So I wouldn't exactly recommend that you use this charger exclusively. Rather, you should use it for topping up on group rides or solo rides, at home or in cafes, etc. Only using the charger when you need it will keep your battery in the best possible shape. Personally, I've been thoroughly impressed with the charger's performance, and I really love how seamlessly it works with the GTR series boards. There's no adapters needed, and it uses the exact same proprietary GTR charging cable that you find on the stock charger. If you're as addicted to eSkating as me, then you want to be on your board for hours every day, and this charger will really facilitate for that. I've been testing the charger out for about 2 weeks, and honestly, for once, I can't keep up with the charge on my board. After I've depleted the battery, which for me on ATs is about 13 to 14 miles, I need around a couple of hours to rest and recharge. And by the time I've rested, my board is fully recharged and I can start another ride all over again. What you can also do is, if you're on a larger group ride and you're taking a long charge stop, you can top up your own battery first and then help another GTR rider charge their board up a bit too. You definitely can't do that using the stock charger. Another reason I love this charger is because it allows me to get so much more usage out of my board on a daily basis. I bought a second Evolve standard battery, but after a while of using it, I just got sick and tired of having to constantly do and undo so many deck screws to get into the enclosure and change the battery. I was mostly switching out my battery in cafes during breaks from riding, and I couldn't use the stock charger to charge one of my batteries because it's 2 hours even for a 50% charge. Now though, instead of the tedious task of switching out my battery, I can just plug in my Chi Fast Charger and bag another 50% of juice in just an hour, which is just insane. Evolve actually sell fast chargers for their GT series boards, and they price them at £59, double the cost of the GT standard chargers at £30. Now Evolve sell their GTR so-called fast charger for £70, so you would expect Chi to charge around £140 for their own GTR fast charger and capitalize on that, right? Wrong. The Chi Systems GTR Fast Charger retails for $85 US, or about £62, and I think that's a really fantastic and fair price. Chi have opted to make their fast charger affordable for the riding community, and they really earn my respect for that. Good accessories in our niche are usually overpriced, so it's really a welcome relief to see Chi take this direction. I can't help but feel that it's because they have employees who are themselves eSkater brand ambassadors and who are passionate about supporting our community that their brand is this way minded. When I spoke to Chi about the cost, they told me they wanted to make the charger easily accessible to as many people as possible. And in fact, I saw a recent recruitment drive that they did on their Instagram page, and one of the requirements for applicants was that they were involved and engrossed in their local PEV community. Well done, Chi Battery Systems. Well done. So in terms of negatives, there's really only one thing I can think of, but it's not in any way a defect with the charger itself. Owing to the fact that it charges at 2 amps more than the standard charger at 6 amps, you can expect the overall life of the battery to take a hit. This is the same with any fast charger out there. It was the same with the Evolve GT series fast chargers, and it's probably the same with fast chargers from other brands like X-Way for instance. Now, what does this mean for the Evolve GTR specifically? Well, in case you haven't seen my GTR review, I've ridden about 5,500 kilometers on my GTR, and I'm right at the top end of the weight capacity at 122 kilos. So I'm constantly putting the board's components like the battery under as much strain as possible. Still, the battery has lasted me that long, and I can tell it still has so much more to give. Now, not to brag about my range, but the average GTR rider won't be reaching anywhere near 3,500 miles on their board. So really, I can't imagine that using the Chi Systems GTR charger will have any kind of drastic effect on the life of the battery, to the extent that it will prevent you from riding your board in months to come. In any case, you won't be using the fast charger the vast majority of the time anyway. For your typical rides, once you get home, you can charge your board as usual with the stock charger. It's only really when you want to get back out shredding as soon as possible, or when you're topping up on a group ride for instance, that you'll use your Chi Fast Charger. This lessens the effect on the battery even more. Notwithstanding all of that, using this charger will still degrade your GTR's battery life quicker than the stock charger. So it's something I have to bring your attention to. In fact, Chi Battery Systems actually told me to draw your attention to this negative because they really value transparency with their customers. I don't know about you, but to me, that's a really admirable and wholesome thing to see from an eSkater brand. I honestly wish more brands were so upfront about their products for the good of their customers. It's a great way to command instant respect from your target market. Honestly, I love everything about this charger. I'm all about shredding as much as possible, and any accessory which aids that vision for me is one that I can recommend. The Chi charger is built to an extremely high standard, and it's lightweight and compact, so not an inconvenience to carry on rides. It's very reasonably priced at $85, and above all, it does its job incredibly well, cutting your charging time almost in half. Of course, there is the thing about it depleting your battery life more quickly, but for me, I don't don't see it having any catastrophic impact on my range anytime soon. So I don't hesitate to recommend this charger for GTR users worldwide. If you want to check out the charger for yourself, I've left a link down in the description below. It should go live the moment that this video does. Anyway, that's all from me for today, and I really hope you enjoyed this review and the new look for 2021. As always, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video for my Ultrabags native review. Peace.
I hop out the car, leave the motor running. Why you always talking like you know something? Why you always talking, going show 'em something? No stunt double, I do my own stunt.